All right, Aries, welcome into your June intuitive tarot reading. So we're going to tap in. This is for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node, Aries. You may also be a cross watcher. And what I'm tapping into, so I'm looking to get information and guidance for the collective to get information that's going to help bring ease and grace into your life. Also for you to integrate and heal anything that can help you. Anything that can help you kind of expand your awareness and consciousness. And then also any information for you to kind of help you get on your highest timeline. So when I talk about highest timelines, your highest timeline is going to be your ultimate potential life experience. Okay, that's going to, again, bring in ease and grace. One that you are aligning with your soul's mission, your soul's truth, that you're going to be able to do things that fulfill you, that align with your passions, your desires. A situation that you're going to attract people that are aligned with where you are at, your soul tribe, love. It could be conflict resolution, bringing more, again, ease into your life. And that's in every area. If you're not on your highest timeline, it is because you have things that are blocking you, whether it's codependencies, behavior patterns, beliefs, just mental states, emotional turmoil, things, again, that you haven't worked through or integrated. So that's what that's a lot to tap into. So, and this is for the collective of Aries. So again, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Definitely also take a look at your other videos for your rising, your moon sign, Venus, and North Node. Okay, so we'll go ahead and get started. This is for June. So we have the summer solstice in the Northern Hemisphere, the winter solstice in the Southern Hemisphere. And so this is a big month. So we have the solstice, we have the change of seasons. So we have that kind of transformational energy. I've been telling all the signs that I have been getting guidance, higher guidance, that this is a very important solstice. So look into it, do things that are going to take advantage of this energy. Celebrate, channel the energy with others. It's better, right, to do things as a group, but if you can't, that's okay. Meditate, do individual rituals, but if you can celebrate, honor that season of the season going away and the new season. So just some recommendation there. Aries, if you need any support, if you're looking for additional things, I have other offerings. I have my books. I have 2 books. They are a series, and they essentially at the root are to help you unearth your heaven on earth. So you can find those below, linked. They're on Amazon. I have my energy tools. They are bracelets, but I call them energy tools because I work with them energetically. And I use real stones and hand make them and do work with them to help you use them to activate, support, heal, whatever you need. So definitely take a look at the stones that can help you with whatever you're going through. All right, let's see. First oracles out. We have the Frog Spirit Renewal and Orca Guidance. So you are going through some transformation in June, Aries. There's this renewal energy. You are moving and transforming from the frog to me into the prince, or there's this kind of expansion going on. And I feel like source, your guide, spirit is helping you, and you are being guided right now, where you need to go, what you need to do, things that are going to help support you right now during this renewal. And I feel like orcas are a significant symbol this month. And they're very strong, mammal. And there's something there about the strength and support, but I feel like you are also, like this orca is looking at the stars for it to be led and guided. And that's kind of symbolic of what you are doing this month. And then we have Mystic Meadow, Sanctuary, and the Deer. Gentleness. So, Sanctuary. There's something about finding sanctuary this month that's going to, again, be an environment that's supportive of you going through this change or renewal. So wherever you're being guided to, or somewhere that feels safe, that kind of feels like a sacred place for you, this could be finding people, friends, family that are also supportive of, you feeling more at ease and able to process your expansion. And I feel like the gentleness is also being gentle with yourself this month. There's a lot of strong energies. And, we're moving into the climax of 2026, which is going to be July. So, we're kind of continuing up to that climax energy, and you're going to feel it in June. But I feel like this is a time that you need to be gentle with yourself and really align yourself with environments, people, places, and things that are also supportive of that. All right, let's tap into some more information here. I am using the Psychic Tarot Oracle deck, and I'm going to be doing a different spread. So I'm going to lay them down and then I'll speak to them at the end. So we have positive movement forward. Awareness, that's the Magician card in the tarot. Heartache and loss. Harmony. Spiritual union. And mental conflict here. So this is kind of speaking more to relationships. It could be general. It could be talking about a specific relationship. But let's see here. So the first card here refers to your current situation. This is positive movement forward. So I feel like things are feeling more positive, or at least you're feeling like you are finally kind of feeling like you know where you want to go and like what you want to do. So this is Pentacles here. So this is the Eight of Pentacles. But I just feel like this is a movement card. So you're feeling some sort of movement. Things are actually, something is moving along here. Or this also to me is like the wind is finally changing and you're feeling the wind kind of helping move things forward in an easier way. Maybe there was a lot of resistance, or you were kind of feeling stuck. And you were like, okay, wind, I need some wind here to kind of get things moving easier. Things were very difficult. Like you were moving through sludge, or like, quicksand or something like that, mud. This is the card of, this is your challenge area, your challenge area. And this is the Magician card and the awareness card. So I feel like you're having some challenge seeing, really utilizing your powers, your skill set, or just there's been a block in awareness. And I think to me that's the Magician is self-awareness. You've been lacking some self-awareness and maybe seeing where how you're also creating your own resistance, or how you play a part in this situation, because there is heartache and loss here. So there is something that's been difficult, challenging, some sort of emotional heartache that you've been going through. Maybe you did go through some sort of loss. And it's not saying that you caused it, but also like this is referring to a relationship. So this relationship, there's a relationship in your life that's caused you a lot of heartache. But I also feel like when we're in a situation like that, there's a reason, right? So this could be a karmic relationship, a trauma bond. There could be codependencies here. I'm kind of feeling like this relationship, the dynamic is kind of holding both of you back and creating a lot of, in the head, overthinking, conflict, heartache. And this is about you. The lesson here is about learning your personal independent power and not letting your external world kind of take your power away from you. So this is the card of action. This is the action spot. And this is the harmony card. This is a major arcana card. This represents the lovers in the tarot. So to me, there's a decision that needs to be made, Aries, because that's the action here. And the lovers is about making a choice or a decision here in regards to a relationship. So that's the action that is being called of you in June. This is the near future card. It is the spiritual union. And this is the Two of Cups. So again, there's something in regards that is important to call out in relationships here. So there's something that's going to be happening with relationship in the near future. And it's about making a decision. So it could be deciding to stay or to go in a relationship, to walk away, or some big change that needs to happen. And this is the card, the guidance from your guides here. This is the mental conflict card. So Two of Swords. So you're too much in your head. You need to get out of your head. So I definitely feel like you need to gain a different perspective here. Tune into your soul. There's a lot about tuning into your soul and getting guidance and listening to what your soul and your intuition is calling from you. I think there's also a lot of blocked energy. Like you have a lot of, I'm picking up, this is for Aries who have a lot of, like you put up a lot of energetic protection, maybe because of past heartache and loss. So you're very guarded. And part of that is also what's blocking you in your relationships. Like you're kind of not willing to open yourself up in some deep way. This could be a really deep root because I know a lot of people who have this aren't aware. It's very unconscious. So this is the guidance of being able to see this and to actually get off the fence, right? So you've been sitting on the fence about something as well. And the action this month and the guidance is you need to get off the fence and actually make some choices and at least take some steps. Maybe even if there's a small step, you need to get off the fence and move in a direction here. And it's kind of like you need to like choose a path. Choose a path instead of just hemming and hawing. But let's see here. What's the harmony, the Lovers card about in the action? Love begins. So this is the Ace of Cups. So there's something about you need to act in a loving, compassionate way. This could be for yourself towards another, but there needs to be a shift out of like, it could be that you're too much in your head and you are acting too much out of intellect, out of your mindset, out of sharp communication. And you need to soften and get more into the compassionate, loving, nurturing energy for yourself as well. What's the spiritual union in the near future here? Wisdom. This is the Hierophant card. So this is also a card to me when this near future here. I feel like there needs to, like, you need to commit 100% and make the change. It's kind of like shit or get off the pot. I kind of feel is what's going on here. This could also be for someone you're with, right? Like they need to shit or get off the pot. Or basically you need to, there's something here about a commitment. And it's like there needs to be a commitment for you to really move forward successfully. And if someone's not willing to, I think you really need to, and this has been causing a lot of heartache for you. So I think you really need to start making some big decisions and realizing, like, if this person isn't going to commit or align with kind of the life you want to lead and the goals you have, I think there's something you need to really kind of see things for what they are. There's also, to me, also for some of you, this is referring to things that are too traditional. We're too stuck in the past. We're too stuck in this is how it needs to look. This is how, I need marriage and it has to look like that. And not saying that, accepting someone not committing to you. But there's something about if you're like too much expectations that are based on a vision, on, templates. I've talked a lot about templates that aren't serving us. They have never served us. And our template of marriage, not that commitment isn't beautiful, but what marriage is defined as and what it looks like has really blocked us from our soul, from each other. It's really created more resistance, and it's not a successful template. What's the mental conflict for the guidance? Sacrifice. Let me see what that one is here. That is the Hanged Man, actually. So definitely, like I said, sitting on the fence. You've been stuck. You've been hung up. But you also need to see what needs to be released here. And I think you're in some sort of conflict about this. And this is about also seeing things in a different perspective. So there is a situation in your life that basically you feel like you haven't been able to control it, or you've overtly been hardcore controlling it, and that it has kind of created so much density and disharmony because of that like it's really created a lot of heartache and loss for the whole situation, for everyone involved here. So this is really about seeing things in a different perspective, changing your awareness, seeing things from a higher level, and how you also have played a part in this. And what is the lesson here? And again, it's time to move forward in a new direction that's getting on your highest timeline here. This situation has not been your highest timeline. It's been a lower vibe timeline. And June is about really shifting out of this. But it could mean that you have to actually make a decision and make some changes, which ultimately could mean you have to walk away. I don't know. That's going to be different for all of you. But it's getting out of the fear. I feel like a lot of people sit on the fence because they know. Ultimately, you know, but you aren't ready to face what's on the other side of, let's say, ending a relationship or walking away. You're also not ready to face yourself and do the work, which would be required of you to potentially see if this, the only way you can really see if this is ever going to be a success is if you do everything in your power to make the inner changes, not telling the others or other people what they need to do to make the change. It's about you really looking deeply within yourself to seeing your own blocks, to seeing why you magnetize this relationship and how you're showing up. There's definitely something about control here on one side and a lot of blocks. Like someone on one side is not willing to open up enough to the other to allow them in deeply to really, again, reach this highest potential of intimacy, which is going to create success and true connection. And that's missing here. All right, Aries, thanks for joining in. I hope that helped. definitely please, I mean, you're watching my channel, so I'm appreciative, but if you could hit that subscribe and like, it would help me. It's being of service to others and the collective, which helps all of us. So thank you again, and I will see you in the next reading. Bye for now.